Xbox Series S versus Xbox Series X. What's the difference? The reveal of Xbox Series S didn't exactly catch anyone by surprise, but the specifics of Microsoft's other next-gen console have raised some fascinating questions about which Xbox you should buy in November. To choose between Xbox Series S and Series X, you first need to understand some of the fundamental differences between the two consoles. These are the things that set each console apart. The Xbox Series S doesn't have a disk drive and is an all-digital console, which means you won't be able to use any discs on the console. You won't be able to play new or backwards compatible Xbox discs or Blu-ray discs, and you can say goodbye to buying used games too. Fortunately, Xbox has a vast library of digital games on the Microsoft Store, as well as through Xbox Game Pass. So you'll still be able to download all of the latest games as well as those classic gems from past Xbox generations. The Xbox Series S will also have less storage for your games and apps. The console will ship with a 512 gig SSD, while the Xbox Series X will feature a 1 terabyte SSD. Games have only grown in size in the past few years, which means that you may only have space for a few games on the all-digital Xbox at a time. Fortunately, you can always delete games you aren't playing anymore to make space for new ones. The Xbox Series S won't be able to render the latest games at native 4K resolution like the Xbox Series X, which will actually be 8K ready out of the box. Instead, the Series S will be able to upscale certain games to 4K and will render at 1440p and up to 120 frames per second. Hardcore gamers who care about resolution and already have 4K TVs should invest in an Xbox Series X. But if your home theater hasn't made the jump to 4K yet, the Xbox Series S is an absolutely solid choice in terms of resolution. How much space do you have in your home theater for a next-gen console? That will certainly be a factor when deciding between the Xbox Series X and Series S, which is 60% smaller than its more powerful sibling. Packaged in an all-around more compact shell, the Series S might be the perfect choice for those who don't want a much bulkier console in their living room. Ultimately, it comes down to your budget and needs. At $299, the Xbox Series S is a very solid next-gen choice if you don't care about 4K resolution or physical discs. But if you want to future-proof your next-gen experience with an 8K-ready Xbox Series X and have $499 to spend this holiday, we won't try to convince you otherwise. Both consoles will be excellent ways to upgrade your gaming when they launch on November 10th.